get you informed to our top story tonight, touching on the health sector, which is facing a potential crisis as doctors threaten to commence industrial action starting this coming Sunday.
The doctors have warned that the health sector could grind to a halt if their grievances are not addressed by the government.
Well, today, members of the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union and the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers took to the streets in protest, demanding action on long-standing issues.
KMPDU Secretary General Dr. Davji Atela announced that doctors will commence their strike this Sunday if their demands remain unmet.
Well, our health and science reporter Chebet Birir has the details.
The demonstrations, spearheaded by doctors, kicked off at the Kenyatta National Hospital, proceeded to the Nairobi Hospital and culminated in a march to the Ministry of Health and Parliament buildings. Speaking during the protests, KMPDU Secretary General Dr. Davji Atela said the action was meant to compel the government to implement the 2017 and 2021 collective bargaining agreements signed between the union, the national and county governments. If their demands are not met, the doctors have threatened to down their tools from Sunday midnight.
On Monday next week, we will be here in big numbers because there will be no doctor working in any hospital in the country.
KMPDU representatives also attempted to deliver a petition to the Nairobi Hospital management, raising concerns over poor governance and unfavorable working conditions for doctors at the facility.
We have a demand to have a recognition agreement and a CBA within the next 48 hours. That's one side. If we don't get that, they will go close the hospital as we demand the board to resign.
Meanwhile, clinical officers under KUKO held separate demonstrations protesting against alleged corruption and discrimination by the newly established Social Health Authority, SHA. The union accused SHA of sidelining clinical officers in the provision of health services.
Wamekataa kuweka zile ambazo ni hospitali ambazo sisi tumeown, wamezikataza kupewa contract licha ya kwamba zilikuwa na contract katika ile NHF ambayo iliyopita.
KUKO protests began at Afya House, the Ministry of Health headquarters, and proceeded to the SHA offices.
When you have hastily decided kwamba hawa hawatafanya kazi, watapitia kwa mtu mwingine kinyume na sheria. Tunasema sababu yako ni kwa ajili ya kujibinafsisha na kuendelesha wizi wa mali ya umma kinyume na sheria.
The union, which represents over 30,000 members, issued a 2-week strike notice last Friday, warning of a nationwide strike if their demands are not met. Chebet Birir, KTN.